Marquise Brown is back. He's back on the practice field today with the Kansas City Chiefs. He's working out on the field. We're going to look at those clips today. But before we dig in, you need to click that subscribe button right now. When guys come back from injury, we're going to pull up the clips. We're going to see how they're faring out in practice. On top of that, we help you in fantasy football, and we look at these players, these clips at practices extensively throughout the offseason. OTAs, minicamp, training camp, it's all here. Click that button. Stop missing out. We're going to talk some ball on Hollywood Brown, but he is back. He is back. We looked at some clips a few weeks ago of him just working out a little bit at the facility, but we're officially back. The 21-day practice window is now open. We're coming back from a shoulder injury, and we're working out with the team now. It's mid-December, December 13th right now. And from what I gather from when we were researching him in the prior video a few weeks ago, he was supposed to be due back during that time when I was researching, late December. Looks like with the 21-day window, him back at practice. Looks like we're going to be pushing for that. So we might see him soon. I can't say which game or whatever, but soon, probably in season. And it should be sooner than later. And a lot of you guys are going to have fantasy football questions on this. I think you kind of want to watch from afar. Maybe you pick him up when it gets closer to that time as a defensive move, just in case. Maybe in your championship game or whatever. But nothing you must do. That's something you're going to have to analyze going forward as we get closer to that time. This is more for just celebrating him being back. Back on the field. Seeing him jog, work out, stretch a little bit. Now beat writers, like here from 41KSHB, they got access to only part of the practice, not the whole thing. So you're not going to see him catch any balls or anything like that in these. You're going to see him work out. You got confirmation that he's on the field, that he's doing some things, and that he's back live and in the flesh. And this signifies for the NFL playoffs that Marquise Brown is back, ready to rock and roll. The Chiefs are going to have more firepower for the playoffs for that. Also for bets for the playoffs, if you're looking at this for fantasy football, daily fantasy football in the future. Maybe you got to make a move here in the future when it comes to your roster spots. Maybe you had him on IR. Maybe you're looking to pick him up now as a defensive move or whatever. You're not going to trust it 100% when he is back. Maybe they're getting him ready for the playoffs. We're going to watch this. We're going to test this. We're going to watch the press conferences. He's coming back from a shoulder injury, so we'll see how that fares. It's not a knee. It's not an ankle. So he might be back in the game sooner than later. And one thing I can attest, going into the season, from training camp, OTAs, minicamps, from what we saw, from viewing the clips with you guys on the channel, every single day from practice, whenever they would come up, he had a good rapport with Patrick Mahomes. He was gelling well with the offense. I look for him to assert himself in the offense, look good, be a key part. I think he's going to be a key part to the playoff picture for the Chiefs. I think he's going to be a key part for the offense. I think this offense in the passing game is going to look a lot different now. It's going to look a lot different. They're going to have a little bit more firepower, a little less small ball, and they're going to be able to move the ball more effectively. This is a huge get for the Chiefs. This practice moment right now is a huge get and a huge look for the NFL playoffs going forward. This is one that's going to look good. He emerged very well in training camp with this team. Him and Rashee Rice in training camp were lights out. That's one thing you can say. When he's back on the field, he might have reduced routes and snaps. But once he's ready to rock and roll, and that's going to be playoff time, he's going to be a key part. Targets, workload, opportunity. Marquise Brown. This is a signal that the playoffs are almost here. This is a signal that the Chiefs are ready to make a push for your fantasy football signal. You're looking at roster moves right now. You're looking at the back end of your roster. You're not doing anything right now with him, but you better watch the press conferences. If he's back sooner than later, watch the snaps and routes. But right now, nothing you must do. But this is really a signal for the playoffs. This is a signal for Kansas City Chiefs fans that things are ready to take it to another notch with this offense, because he is rocking very hard in training camp, looking good, building a quick rapport with Patrick Mahomes. He is going to be a big get for the stretch. And Chiefs fans will test those who are paying attention to training camp and the offseason with him working out with Patrick Mahomes and the team. He's going to be a big get for this team. A lot of upside for this offense. This offense is going to have a lot more firepower. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Make sure to hit that subscribe button on the way out. Thank you for watching. Catch you on the next video.